Okay, I'm going to show you how to sew a blanket front, and for our purposes I'm using a small mock-up here. So if our blanket design was laid out, we have a 2x3 blanket size. And so what I do is I lay it out based on the photo that I've taken, and you can see here a shot I have on, and I double check to be sure I have it laid out, especially that I have my stripes going the proper way and anything else oriented in the proper position based on my photo. Then the next step is to go ahead and pin each row. It'd be the shortest way. So in this case it's a 2x3. In your case it would be a 5x7. So you would sew the 5 squares together. So simply go right sides together and put a pin in here, and do that for each row. And go ahead and put a pin in each of those. In my case, I've sewn this to speed things up. So I would go ahead and sew a 1/4 inch seam on each of these, and then press it. And in my case, I'm going to press them every other way. So my first row I press that way, and my second row I will press the other way. And again, the last row I would press this way. And you'll see why. Some people like to press them open. I will explain why I press them that way. Oh, turn that the right way. So again, I would now go double check my photo to see that I have it laid out again properly. It will save you some time. It's a lesson learned. Okay, so then the next step is to sew each row. So I would go ahead and pin these right side together. And now you will see why I have this ironed every other way. Although this doesn't seem to be ironed. The proper way. Okay, so I will go ahead and just make sure the seams are right butted together, and I will pin this right here. And I usually just pin it at the ends, but you can put as many pins as you find necessary, or maybe you only need the one pin. Okay, so again, I will double check my photo to be sure I pin this correctly. And I did not. So I'm going to change this. And it should be pinned this way based on my photo. Again, I will put my seams right together to get a nice finished. And if you just move it a little bit, it'll just about right up there, and pin each of the ends. And I will do this for each row, and I will sew that together. So I will put this back down. I'm going to double check my photo. It's correct. And since this is a small one, and for our demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and sew this. But I would sew one row, press it, then I would come and sew the next one, because it's a lot to deal with when you have a full blanket. So again, you just butt up the seams right nice together and pin it. And I will sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance.